return to the asylum. V. As you open your eyes to a foggy haze of pale, smoky light in a black, disembodied chamber, what does your character remember about what happened last time we played?
Well, we found... It was after we had gotten through the snake thing, right? Was last session? We're not mixing up sessions.
You're on your own. I'm trying to figure out what V remembers.
We had finished in the snake room, and then when we got back out into the hallway, we found another closet of the... I want to say custodian, but it's not custodian closet. Curator's closet. Found another closet from the curator. We got in there. We found a safe that no one was able to open, so we strapped it to V's back, and he is now carrying it.
Interesting. You don't feel that safe on your back right now.
I'll reach around behind me.
You kind of have to roll, and you realize your limbs aren't quite responding quite right. Think harder. How did you get here? You feel trapped. What happened after the safe?
We found a bunch of mannequin dolls. And we fought them until we eventually found the real... Not the real one, they were all real, but the one that contained the dude's soul in it. We also found that Max had been taken at the beginning of that and then was put into essentially a magician's drowning tub that we also broke him out of. And then he dispelled the spirit from the very last mannequin that we fought.
You feel a razor-sharp edge from some kind of delicate blade, maybe a scalpel, running over your forehead, peeling the skin off the cap of your skull and cutting into the bone. But you don't remember... Do you remember how you got here? What happened after the mannequins?
Actually, that might have been when we found the curator's closet. It was after the mannequins.
Wait.
Because I don't think I was carrying a safe around beforehand.
Maybe you're right. You feel a hole slowly but deftly cut through your skull, and a tug from the inside of your head as is it your brain being removed? A figure shifts over you with pristine, tight, sterilized gloves. I don't think you'll be needing this. You don't seem to even remember how you got here.
So do I not have a brain now?
You're still processing thoughts. Maybe your brain works like your appendages.
That'd be dope. Then I could just leave my brain in a jar at home. Just walk around. He's now sidetracked.
Interesting.
After
you feel a splash of cold, formaldehyde-filled liquid. Your brain being dropped and collected in a jar.
Nice.
Keep going.
After we got the safe, we found out that the pathway to the third room, the cannibal room, was black and blocked off. So we headed towards Dr.
Wrong
Death.
with that. The timeline's still mixed up somewhere. As you ponder that thought in the back of your mind, like you're not getting it right, Like maybe you should have paid closer attention. The museum, it was distracting. Above you, spinning, hooked to various chains and wires, are what looks like your arms, your legs, in pieces wriggling in the air above you. You're a very interesting specimen. How are you still alive?
Was I ever alive, though?
And this, well, that's very interesting. You hear the voice say.
Do I recognize this voice?
You're pretty sure it's Dr. Death.
I am, but just seeing if I recognize it.
That's what the voice sounds like to you. It sounds like him.
Oh, okay.
Whether or not my voice acting has been consistent.
I mean, mine rarely is, I feel like. Can I, look around? Do I see anything else going on?
You shift your head, your neck stiff. You can tell that you're on some kind of, sterile metal operation table. But everything about, the draw distance of the darkness and the lights in this room, it doesn't seem right to you.
Can I look for my hands?
Yeah, they're hanging on hooks above you. Just kind of wriggling.
Yeah, as I look at them, can I focus on them and move them, intentionally, or are they just kind of hanging up there, wriggling no matter what I do?
Make the go ahead and make a power test against a target number of 8 using whatever your hemomancy attribute is. I can't remember. Is it brawn? It's probably brawn.
It's brawn, yeah. 12.
12. They seem to be listening to your direction, but they're moving pretty sluggishly. They start trying to pull themselves off the hooks, but you can tell it's going to take them time.
Okay. I'll just keep focusing on that while I look around for... Do I see anybody who's at... do I see Dr. Death now?
You can tell that he's moving around you. He's studying parts of your body at other tables in the room. But again, there's this... Nothing about the room seems shaped evenly or correctly. And it just doesn't feel like you're not able to... when you look out and you try to perceive an area, what you're getting back is kind of a blur. So it's hard to pick up details. It's almost like you're drugged. Both of your hands pull themselves from the hooks and they fall to the table. As they hit the table, they slam with anger, and a voice from inside of you growls. You were weak. Stop resisting me, and I will free us myself.
Dickhead? Is that you?
You feel him simmering inside of you, and as you look up, you see one of your stubbed arms start moving, like it's trying to get itself off a hook, but you're not commanding it.
Teamwork, then.
I will free us. Just watch.
Let me check something real quick.
As you check that, I'm actually going to pull away from the room you're in.
Okay.
And we're going to go to Jensen. Jensen, as your eyes open to a pale haze and the sound of the night's bugs and this kind of stretching, growing dark forest around you. The space feels oddly familiar, but you're not quite sure how you got here. What does Jensen remember of the events that led to this?
Well, that snake, didn't really know what I was doing. It's kind of like I was going with the flow before. But once we got out of that room and we found the mannequins, well, I remember feeling like I was being watched constantly. The hair on the back of my neck, a little prickly, even more than usual. This museum has been nothing short of disconcerting. And then I found those bodies. How were those bodies even here? The bodies that were freshly dead? I don't think we saw anybody going through before this. But that's when I think Max was attacked, or B was attacked. I found some instruments for the doctor, maybe, right around then. And then, as we was attacked by the mannequin at first. I stayed by the bodies, but I don't remember why until I was assaulted by one of them too. I fought my way across the room to where Maximilian was, but when I finally got there and I looked for him, he was gone. But then he came back in a big tank of water, and I remember thinking, oh, he ain't going to get out of this himself. And so I ignored the mannequin that was assaulting me and took the butt of my scimitar and knocked him free with a powerful punch.
As you remember that punch, the forest's quiet is shattered. You scream. You remember Vincente, your mentor. He told you somewhere ahead of you there was a cabin. Someone who needed help. Someone who was attacked by a monster.
Well, this all tracks. I need to go get this monster, but I could have sworn I was inside.
The scream rings out again, somewhere ahead of you in the trees. This feels familiar. Something from your past, perhaps?
Okay. Let's see. Well, something in this museum is playing with my brain.
Go ahead and make a wisdom endurance test against a target number of 12.
Exactly.
At this moment, you recognize that this is not real. You break free from that old recurring nightmare of a time in your past when you were a young, inexperienced monster hunter, and you failed to reach somebody in time.
I was about to ask, did I feel like anxiety about that memory?
Yes.
Like, okay, sure.
And your eyes snap open in the chamber that you and the party passed through at the end of our last session. And you realize everyone else and you are tied and strapped to chairs, medical chairs, each of them twitching, eyes closed or shut off in their seats. You seem to be the only one so far that's been able to pull themselves back to reality. And kudos, because I didn't expect any of you to do it that fast. But I'm going to give you a chance to think about what you want to do, and we're going to go inside another one of their minds. So, Car, as your eyes take in the disembodied haze of the darkness around you, and that smoky fog rises in your vision, almost the same way it rises in your mind, you realize you two are strapped to a cold medical table. It feels oddly like the one you were strapped to when you met the party. And you hear the soft hum of Dr. Death at work, his tools and instruments playing with the gears inside of your head. It seems you've grown quickly attached to these memories you built, perhaps because you lost everything underneath. Everything you remembered from before.
That was interesting, because I saw your past, your family, your home, your mother, your father. I wonder if I had a father. Did you like your father?
No, I didn't like home very much.
I'm sure he didn't like you either.
You feel a and a jolt through your face, like there's some kind of power surge that shouldn't be happening. He's breaking something inside of your head. And there's a brief moment where the faces of these new friends you've met, your fellow party members, grows a bit blurry as the room stretches out unevenly around you.
Do not take them away from me. You're all I have.
As you shake in the straps, what does Carr remember of how he arrived here and what happened in our last session?
I remember the room in the museum. I remember the darkness that overwhelmed us. I attached myself to Jensen. I struck at the mannequin, but he fell to the ground lifeless. I heard the doctor cry out. We tried to save him. Max was captured. I jumped on the table and struck the mannequin. V cried out from the darkness. And we succeeded. We beat the mannequins.
Yes, the mannequins. Hardly a victory worth celebrating. Something else twists in your mind.
Why are you doing this, Doctor?
Well, that's the beauty of it. I'm not doing any of this. He leans over, and you see yourself staring down at you. You're doing this to yourself?
Should I roll to see if
You're not going to be like a robot right now. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to think about how you really want to respond to that, and then we'll also get into a roll. And I'm going to go to our last party member here, because I'm not going to reveal what's going on inside Jesse's head, because he didn't show up. But the good doctor is here. And I mean, I would be wasting all of my time if I didn't spend some time torturing him. He's clearly so tortured. Alright. Your eyes open to a pale, hazy fog. You can't quite remember how you got here. trapped in this strange, uneven stone cylinder, but you can feel a certain pressure and the must in the air around you. It feels like you might be deep, or at least below a structure. There's openings, slits in the walls high up, like stone-crafted windows that open to a sky, slowly turning red as the sun rises. What does Dare remember about our last session? He doesn't seem to remember how he got in this chair.
This is not where I'm supposed to be. We were in a museum. We had dealt with snakes, mannequins, finding bodies. Getting out of there, we went to the next hall. We saw the curator's closet. V had taken a chest. No, a safe. We strapped it to his back so we could open it later. We saw a couple of doors. One for hell and one for the handbasket. We chose the handbasket first. And we found a child's room. Dr. Death's childhood room.
You found nothing!
Is someone there?
The rising sun starts to creep through the stone in the chamber. Just a little ray of light hitting the floor and expanding ever so slowly towards your feet.
This is something that I had thought about doing myself, you know.
Slow and torturous, little vampire.
Well, not the slow and torturous part.
You know, you will be quite used to me, useful to me, after I break your mind.
Well, good luck to you. I don't know how much you could do that I have not done to myself already.
Good. I think I'll exploit that. You hear a panting, a pained cry, a sobbing of a broken man. Looking up the wall, you see chained, naked, the man you bit, pale and vampiric now, that servant in the house. The light washing over his body as it slowly burns him to dust. Go ahead and make a wisdom endurance test for me. It's against a target number of 10.
What was the check again?
Wisdom endurance.
Wisdom endurance, okay. $11.
11. All right. You are managed to fight off a wound to your sanity as he uses your thoughts against you. Would you like to respond?
Well, by all accounts, that is probably what should happen to everyone that is like me. Well, not exactly safe to keep around.
Perhaps I'll try things another way. We cut back to V on the operation table. Have you had time to think about what you'd like to do next?
I have. First off, I would try to. I'd say, Gladys, are you there?
No response.
Bummer. Okay. Plan B then. I will have my hand start moving up the table to my head.
I'm in need of that. Go ahead and make a wisdom endurance test as the entity inside of you fights for control. This is against a target number of 12. Okay. Yeah, you move the hand up to your head.
And then, I'm pretty sure this effect's magical because you keep telling me my perception seems really fuzzy and off.
Okay.
So, I'm going to assume maybe I'm asleep, and I'm going to try and slap myself to wake myself up.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead and make a wisdom endurance test against a target number 12.
It's incredible.
Okay. 13.
Okay. Jensen, as you wake up in your chair and you look around and you realize, like, I might need to help people because it seems like other people are trapped in whatever this is, and you start to struggle against the ties, you see V snap awake and start to struggle against his you get your guys' like wrists are tied down to the arms of the chairs by like heavy ropes, and your feet are tied to the bottom of the chairs by heavy ropes.
Well, maybe we didn't win that fight after all. Damn. I'm gonna look around and say, V, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on, Jensen? How did we get in these chairs?
I don't fucking know, but it's only you and me that have been able to resist this. That wasn't real. I don't know if it's an illusion, if it's magic, or if it's Dr. Death or whatever doing this, but it is. I mean, we need to help them. Are you more strapped in than I am?
I mean, I'm pretty strapped in, but I'm also pretty strong, but the voice of God isn't here to tell me if I think I could break it yet.
You definitely think you can break out of this.
Okay.
I think that?
Yeah, I would definitely try and just rip my, arms up and, just tear the handrails and shit.
Same.
Brawn Athletics. Target number is 15.
$17.
Okay.
I'm gonna utilize a athlete point to make it easy.
Okay, that'll drop to a 12. He does not want to fail against a chair. We will never let him live that down.
Still just a 10.
Okay. You fall to the side, struggling against the ropes, but you do see, as you look up and contort your neck, you do see V break free from his chair pretty cleanly. He basically flexes his chair off of his body.
I gotta talk to the good doctor about getting me some of the muscles from somebody else added to mine. You mind helping me out?
I think it helps if they're atrophied. It makes them Anyway,
He does not know how muscles work.
He does not.
You wanna run over and help him out of his chair?
Yeah.
All right, you rush over, you kneel down, and you start
rip
pulling
everything off of me, and then start pulling everything off of him.
Yeah, and as that's happening, we're gonna cut back to Carr. Have you thought at all about what you would like to do?
I'm gonna try to talk to me. I know it's me, right?
Well, it looks like you, but it's talking like it's talking like the doctor. So
Me. Do you remember?
you feel something being fiddled with in your head again.
Am I able to like access my capacitors?
Oh, definitely.
Shielding. I'm gonna try and see if I can start accessing.
Okay, make a wisdom endurance test for me. It's going to be against a target number of 12.
Can't even hit that.
Do you want to use momentum? I'll take it down to a 9.
I would
You get
love
that?
to. Is everybody okay with that?
Go for it.
I'll do that then. 4. Not today, gentlemen.
You try to access your capacitors. You do take a point of sanity damage. I think your capacitors might drop that for you, but you have not been able to free yourself from the trap inside of your mind. You are starting to feel like somebody is messing with your head, though.
Who are you?
Well, everything that's happening inside of here is you. So I guess the question is, those recent memories you've made start to get fuzzier. Who are you?
That is the question. What can you tell me? I am not in a hurry to leave this to learn more about myself and who I was before I met these friends.
In all honesty, your past doesn't matter to me, but you will become a useful servant.
I doubt that, considering you're disassembling me now.
Well, destruction is a form of creation.
It's,
As you push back against him, I'll let you make another wisdom endurance test. It's against a target number of 12.
Still can't make it.
Gonna have to use that momentum. Give it a shot.
7.
7. Okay. Take it down to okay. We're gonna cut to Dare as the light from the sun rising in the sky over this slow death trap that's been made for you gets closer to you. What would you like to do?
How am I hooked to the wall?
Or may just give me Smarties. You're chained to a chair in the center of the cylinder floor,
gotcha.
and the light is creeping toward you. That makes sense?
Yeah. I'll see if I can like slip my hand out of manacle or handcuff or whatever
Sure.
it is.
Okay. That would probably be an agility coordination.
Can I make it a wits coordination? Book smart.
Yes, you could. It would be against a target number 12.
That is a 15.
All right, you do manage to slip the cuffs and free your hands. What would you like to do once you free your hands from the trap?
My leg's still chained up? Was that just my hands, or did I get everything free?
Your legs are still chained up. Do you want to work on those next?
Yeah.
That one's going to be a 10 because you freed your hands now. It's a little bit easier.
Would this keep book
We
knowledge?
can't hear you, Matt.
I was sorry, my roommate. I was getting roommate aggro. What? You could do the book knowledge with this.
Do it
I think
again,
you can just
or would it
literally do
keep
that
the
with
same
anything.
thing?
You can keep it for this one.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong die. That one's right. Should be a 12. No, that's an 8.
An 8? Okay. Currently, as the sunlight creeps closer, you have not been able to completely free yourself to get away from it. We're going to cut to the two that are conscious in the room and now free from their chairs. What would the two of you like to try to do?
I want to look around. I'm sorry. I completely shouldn't say no. I want to. What are the chairs that everybody's hooked up to? Is there like wires or liquids, or can I figure out if there's anything attached to the chairs at all?
Yeah, make a wisdom study test against target number 8. You do notice that the chairs seem to be outfitted with some kind of medical device. And it looks like everyone has been injected in their necks. Except the bot.
Yeah. I am going to go up to Dare and seeing what woke me up from my dream, I'm going to try to lightly slap Dare awake.
Yeah.
You try to do it lightly?
I mean, I don't want to hurt him. I'm going to do it like as firm as I can without like causing any actual harm.
Dare, as you reach down to attempt to free your feet, poof, poof, just out of nowhere, you feel like you're being slapped on the face.
Am I still in the cylinder room?
Yep. And the light's creeping closer.
Well, something is in here, I guess. I imagine I don't see anything slapping me.
No. There's just the burned husk of a vampire on the stone wall.
Oh, good idea. And I'm going to walk over to Max and I'm going to do the same thing.
Doesn't seem to wake him up, though.
Oh, well.
I'll go, say when the slapping doesn't wake up, I'll start yelling out, "Dad, wake up!" And I'm gonna like grab him by his shoulders and start shaking him.
You hear something. Sorry. It's a voice, but you recognize it. It's V's voice. It feels distant. He's calling to you desperately to wake up.
So is that voice real? Or are you real? I'm just asking the
V's
room.
life.
Real is what your mind makes of it.
Well, I'm sad to say I trust V's voice more than yours. I'm gonna focus on waking up.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom endurance test against a target number of 12.
I'm gonna kind of like shake Max once too, and I'm gonna say, "Well, look now, this is This is a mighty terrible disappearing act. Illusion magic is very old, my friend. Wake the fuck up.
Max snaps awake.
Oh, shit, that worked.
Oh, that wasn't very nice at all.
My apologies, but you was not waking up. I'm sorry.
Yes. Can you get me out of this chair?
Yeah, I'm gonna rip him out of the chair. Or rip the constraints off of
You're shaking Dare. You can see a strain growing on his face, but he doesn't seem to be waking up.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna just go. I'm sorry, Dad, but it's for your own good, and I'm gonna full strength slap him across the face.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
I'm gonna wake up dead.
He's gonna fail the dodge automatically.
14.
Incredible.
You should have given a bigger brain.
What's your damage on a melee hit?
3.
3? Okay.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. The cylinder goes dark around you as you're completely unconscious, but you have been broken out of the effect. It's similar to when Black Widow kicks Hawkeye in the head really hard, right? She knocks him out, but she resets his brain.
Did not realize you had that few hit points left.
That does just leave Car, though.
I am terrified now to get kicked in the head as well. I'm next, V. Come on.
Once Max is out of the chair, he'll go inspect Car as well. How are you gonna try to stabilize him? Breath of life.
Yeah, I mean,
Mechanic
just
question.
waking people.
Mm-hmm.
Do I track above my wound threshold or just up to the wound threshold?
Once you reach the wound threshold, you don't need to keep adding. Okay.
I'm just gonna try and grab like his medical kit and look for maybe like some smelling salts or.
Sure, you find some smelling salts in there.
Can I just wave those like under his nose?
So this means that the next time you go down before you long rest, your target number would be up 1 because you lost consciousness, but you're up and you can remove 1 health wound right now. All right, what are you doing about Car, Jensen?
I'll go with Max.
Okay, we'll lean over and he'll look and he'll say, "Interesting, some kind of poison on us." But that couldn't have worked on him, so I'm thinking spellcraft.
Ooh, right, well, that is your specialty.
I mean, I can do something about it, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm running out of resources.
Right. Well, I'm going to look at, like, his medical thing and, like, where it was that, like on Max's, like, how I saw it.
Yeah.
What exactly is different? Like, is there, like, a plug? Like,
There is a plug in the back of his neck.
Yeah? I mean, what are the odds that I hurt him by pulling this plug right here?
I have no idea. I'm not an inventor.
Oh, hold on. Dad's waking up.
Oh.
I think.
Ow.
I'm sorry, it was for your own good. And I'll untie him.
You woke me up, I guess. It's more than I could say for myself.
I mean, hopefully he didn't have you like he had me. My body parts were all over the place. It was really hard to slap myself when my hand was hanging.
Well,
that's what you saw in your illusion.
You mean you guys weren't all disembodied hanging from hooks around you? And yours?
Well, no, but I was shown something that fills me with anxiety from my past.
Based on that, it sounds like we all got unique experiences.
Good to know. Speaking of unique experiences, welcome back, Doctor. Any idea about the science behind pulling this plug here on Car 10's head? Will we damage him?
I hear pulling the plug kills people.
I could try something to wake him up.
Mortal joke.
As you get closer, you see the plug in the back of the neck, like high up. It's not a port that was there before, and it does seem to be maybe siphoning energy off of him, which is keeping him in like a hibernated state.
Well, he did not have that plug before.
Oh,
Well,
My NPC gave him a new hole.
it's either going to free him or do harm. I cannot say. I don't know if this new plug is what is sustaining his existence.
out of character. We already tried this once, and he turned it out okay. I'm just kidding.
I mean, out of character. We slapped everybody else awake.
What's he gonna do? Kill me?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna look at the doctor. I'm gonna say we don't have any other options. We need to get the fuck out of here, and I'm gonna pull the plug or attempt to. Not like violently yank, but I am gonna like take it firmly and like pull it out.
Arken's memory is once again reset, and he wakes up surrounded by people he doesn't know. It'll just be the campaign's running thing that Card's Head loses all of his memory every few sessions.
I just have to keep making new characters.
So wait, what exactly do you guys want to try to do?
I'm gonna
Jensen's
pull the plug, but like not a yank, not like a violent yank, but like pull it out.
It's gonna wake a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Tickle a little bit. Give it some foreplay.
Okay.
my-
You
Sit on that plug. a little bit.
yank on the cord, trying not to go too hard to break anything, and you hear this crunching of metal as it starts to pull free, and then there's a surge of energy that runs through Cartin's body. Car, you come back online.
His eyes light up.
Ah, huh.
What memories do I have of these?
Their faces are fuzzy and then come into view. You seem to have managed to get out before you lost any memories that you had made.
Jensen, is that you?
Ah, good. That is you in there, then. I was a little afraid that we were going to have to start over again like we did in the good doctor's lab. But you are you, it seems.
I too feared that I had lost you.
I think
Looks
we all
like-
had a unique form of nightmare. I don't know how that quite works for you, but every one of us experienced something that we had to snap out of.
I assure you it was not pleasant either.
Something to do with that plug. You have
The-
a new port, Car.
Somebody gave me a new hole.
V,
Yeah.
you feel one of your hands clenching uncontrollably into a fist. You were weak. You strike yourself across the face.
Hey, whoa.
I'm gonna grab my hand with my other hand
Okay.
and go, I got out just fine without you, dickhead.
You got trapped without me. I won't let that happen again. And the rest of you see that infected area that's kind of like on your necks where the needle was pushed in. On V, those veins, those sickly veins that are showing in everyone's skin start to recede back to the open wound. This is not your body. This is our body. And a sickly green poison starts to push out of the opening in his skin and drain onto the floor. And the entity inside of you gives you the iron-blooded feature from Hemomancy.
Ew,
That's dope.
that's dope. I gotta find that and add that shit to my sheet.
I'm looking as he's doing this and arguing with himself. I am actively looking for my blade and my stuff in this room.
Yeah,
He
you're
looks like
there's a table nearby where you see that it looks like somebody was going through your guys' stuff. You would notice the following things were missing.
oh, shit.
The paintbrush you got from the first curator's room. Additionally, the snakeskin cloak is gone that you got from the second curator's room. The safe that V was carrying on his back does not appear to be anywhere.
They stole her safe.
Either.
Ooh.
Everything else is there, though.
Okay. Yeah, I remember when he threw me through the wall last time when one of his personalities woke up a little bit more. So I am definitely going for my blade and probably Phil.
Okay. You reach in the bag as you see him fighting with himself, and as you reach down for your blade and you flick back the window, it is glowing.
Carr is going to just attach himself to that arm and fire off his grappling hooks into the wall to try and hold the one arm in place the best. He's not anywhere near as strong as him.
You see Carr leap into action, fire the gauntlet grappling hooks into the wall, and then he leg locks back the arm that you're struggling with, so it's being held in place.
Well, now be careful.
The entity fades into the background. It almost feels like voluntarily as your arm stops to struggling.
If you turn, I'm
That's
going to
better.
go toe-to-toe with you myself. I
Yeah.
point the blade at you. Are you yourself?
As you point to the blade and you ask him that, the light of the magical edge starts to fade.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
now
who
that's
else would
telling.
it be?
V.
Hi, Cart. I think you can let go of my arm now.
He very gingerly lets his legs go and then drops to the ground and retracts the grappling hooks.
Well, now that is interesting. Whatever being was trying to wrestle your body from you was indicated by my sword.
Would I feel what just happened to me? Would I feel that I'd?
What do you mean? That you'd push the poison out?
Or that I picked up a new feature and I'm now immune to poisons and
Clearly
diseases?
something's different about you. You probably don't technically know that you're immune to them, but you
Well,
pushed
out of
that one out of your
character.
body.
Yeah, out of character, I am immune to poisons and diseases now, and am resistant to poison damage. With that feature.
That's dope.
Vile Plume doesn't stand a chance against you.
Exactly.
He's
Never be able to get through all
Because
my
on these
defenses.
streets, you punch Pokemon in the face.
pretty much.
Fight them yourself in Baltimore. No, I know. If one of the two people that watch this are from Baltimore, I apologize.
Well, if they're from Nintendo, we're gonna get sued.
Wow, whatever.
That's
Fuck
true.
Nintendo, bro.
We're gonna get you.
If anybody from Nintendo
You're not
watches this,
helping.
we're
The Pokemon Company is so ridiculous.
Cease and desist order. Our one person.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, Doctor, you see that green liquid that came out of that? What do you reckon that is? Well, it's obviously some kind of poison, but does it look familiar?
I would need quite a bit of setup to figure out what it is. Clearly, it did not want to be in V's body.
There was that table of old medical instruments and stuff that was in that gallery room. Do you think you could figure it out over there?
Perhaps, but where are we?
Oh, you know what? That's true. I don't think there's a door anywhere in this room. Huh.
I look around. Is there really no door in here?
No, and the room kind of fish eyes too. It's very strange.
We had gone through like a secret passage at the end of last session, though, right?
Remember somebody was told to put the candle
Like
back.
A turning wall kind of thing.
All-time reference. Yes, it was like a turning wall. But you don't see the turning wall anymore. And this isn't the room you stepped into. So you definitely physically got moved at some point.
Well, now when did that nightmare actually begin?
When we walked in this museum and indulged V's dark desires for strange museum exhibits about death and wanton destruction that have just ended in us nearly dying repeatedly.
I know, it's a great pick on my part.
You make it sound so glum.
You do not pick the next right.
I can respect a healthy curiosity, but I think we should all agree at this point that we really need to get out of here. He's looking exhausted. Almost sickly.
I'm
Are you
gonna
okay,
be,
Max?
Probably.
tending to my jaw a little bit. Not mechanically, but just like...
Yeah.
As I,
You can tell that you've got like a permanent click in your jaw now.
Perfect. And I'm gonna look around the walls more closely, like if there's any hidden buttons or doors or anything.
Yeah. Wisdom study. That would be easy for you. It's going to be against a target number of 12. Anybody else that wants to observe the room can do so as well. The highest number that you guys need is 12.
What are we rolling?
Wisdom study. I cannot hit a 12, but I'll see what I can get. 7.
9.
Car's also going to move just in case Max falls or anything. He'll try to catch. I got an 8.
I got a 5.
Yeah, there don't seem to be any doors in this room. The paintings on the walls seem to stretch up endlessly as the room spirals to what just seems like kind of like an unending distance and no ceiling in sight. It doesn't really seem physically possible for this room to exist. Like, there should be areas where there's load-bearing structural design, and this is just like this strangely shaped circular room that's just like ascending upwards.
Right.
Car, do you think you could shoot your grapple up? See if you hit something. Perhaps it's hidden.
Of course, Doctor.
Or if you are able to safely grapple your way up as far as you can, see if there's anything up there.
Jensen, would you watch Max?
I'm going to
Will you-
shoot my hook into the wall, and then I'll pull myself up into it and start climbing.
Make a brawn athletics test against target number 8. My roommate just gave me Taco.
Is the room dark?
This session sponsored by Taco Bell. I'm just kidding. It is. It's pretty
Taco
dimly
Baco
lit.
in here.
Yeah,
So would I get my plus 3?
I apologize. Yeah, I think you would. You're ascending and ascending and ascending upwards, and they're watching you climb and climb, but you're never reaching a point where you see the ceiling.
I got 11.
Okay. You can keep climbing if you want.
Are we noticing them like
Yeah, I'm gonna-
disappearing
when
into the
do we lose
darkness
track
above?
of?
I'm gonna yell like if before I go, I will make my eyes large again so that they can see the red lights up there.
You lose track of them at around 1,000 feet.
Can you hear me?
Probably not.
His voice kind of trails downwards. It's pretty faint though.
Just barely.
What'd you say?
There does not appear to be a ceiling.
I'm gonna start lowering myself down. I think
Where did the cord that was plugged into Card 10's head run to?
Great question. It ran into a grate in the floor.
How big is the grate?
It's pretty big. It's like a heavy wrought iron grate. It's big enough that like a medium-sized creature could drop down into it.
Okay, I'll rip off the grate. Or attempt to, I guess.
Brawn athletics against the target number of 15.
Sweet. That last feature you gave me put me over power rank 9, so I got a point I put in athletics. No, 13. Didn't help a whole hell of a lot, but...
Oh shit, I should have helped you and lowered it.
You can walk up and help him now that you watched him fail.
I mean, yeah.
You just got to be apologetic about it.
I'm sorry, I should have done this the first time. Together now, and I'll reach down.
Okay.
Try it again. It's only 12 now.
You know what? I'll spend an athlete point to make it easy again. So now it's a 9, right?
Do you have 2d12s on this?
No, I have a D12 and a D10. I got 15.
You wrench open the grate.
I think we can go down here now. It'll be tight for me and Jensen, but everybody else, maybe? If I look in it, is there like space down there to move in?
When you peer down, you are looking down from like an 8-foot ceiling into a hallway with kind of a browned old carpet that just seems to go endlessly forwards and backwards either direction, with walls that are just lined with doors.
Hey, there's a hallway down here with a bunch of doors. Jensen, why don't you go down first, and then I can lower people down to you and go down last. You'd push to talk, James.
I
I was
believe.
holding the wrong button. Ha!
Okay.
I'll say, good eye finding this grate, but that sounds like a play. And I'll gather all my shit first off the table. Oh wait! And I'll go to the table, point everything else to everybody, and then lower myself.
And the safe's not there anymore, you said?
It is not.
Bummer.
I think the things that this place has given us were taken away. It's my best guess.
They can't take away my memory of drinking a snake potion.
I never even got to use that paintbrush.
Well, it's either that or he was afraid of what they could do to him.
Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye out for them.
Can Car give you a grappling hook and then doctor down? And you just hold on to it. He can
Yeah, sure.
One by one, you guys help each other get down to the hall of endless doors. And that's exactly what it is.
Oh.
And as each of you touch that old carpet and look back and forth with seemingly 2 directions to go, each offering endless choices, I think that's where we should take our break. And when we get
What's
back,
the pattern
we'll
look
see
like
what
on
you
the
guys do.
carpet?
There isn't really a pattern. It looks like it was probably red when it was pristine, and now it's just browned and old.
It can
Out of
Imagining
character?
it shining.
Out
What'd
of
you say?
character, I'm pretty sure I know how this puzzle works. In character, V would have absolutely no fucking idea.
I'll be honest with you. You shouldn't assume that I know how this puzzle works.
I mean,
What'd you
I've
ask
gone
about
with that
Jensen?
strategy before.
I asked, does Jensen see the hole above him where we entered into this hallway? Like, is it still above
Yes.
him? Okay.
These doors, they're heavy metal doors. They look like they lock from the outside. And they have no windows, but they do have shutters. And they're just endless, stretching out in both directions.
Did you say is there a window on them? Any of them? Like, can you see into them?
You can try to move one of the shutters to look in. Like, you can grab the handle and you can pull it back.
Yeah. Okay, it is what I thought it was. Okay. I would walk up to one, and I would step to the side, so I wouldn't, so they wouldn't see me when I open the shutter. But I'll open the shutter real quick.
Roll a D100.
Oh no.
Roll a 1D infinite. As you slowly push the shutter open, you're greeted by an empty, sterile space. The walls and floors are padded white. There's no windows or anything in the room. Doesn't appear to be anybody inside.
All right.
As Car sees Jensen go and do that, he walks up behind and it's just. Do I see the same thing that Jensen saw?
Looking in the shutter, yes.
I'll open another shutter. Like just across the hall from Jensen.
Roll a D100.
It's 18.
No way.
What the fuck?
18, you said?
Yep.
You slowly slide back one of the shutters and you're greeted by an identical empty room.
If I stand
I
in the
wonder
middle
why.
and look at like both of them, like back and forth, are they like no differences at all?
Roll a wisdom or a wits study against the target number of 10.
Wits study. I cannot roll a 10. Is there any partial successes that
Yeah,
are
sure.
worth rolling for?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I did as best I could. 8.
They look identical to you.
So all the rooms are the same.
Carl will check another door.
Okay, roll a D100.
Swear to God, if he rolls an 18 again, I'm going to be convinced all of the rooms are the exact same and I'm not opening any more doors.
Picking my 10 die here first. 95.
You slowly slide open a shutter to a room a couple rooms down. It's an identical room, but you see standing in the far corner a single hunched figure. They're back to you wearing just simple, like a white gown. She's got long, scraggly black and gray hair, and she's just repeatedly smacking her forehead against the back wall padding.
He just extends his arm and like motions for someone to come look at it without making any noise.
Did you find something? I'll look inside. Miss? Hello?
Car knocks on the door.
turns, dark green eyes staring at the shutter. Shush. They're not real.
Maybe you're not real.
I assure you, I am real.
I'm sure all of this has passed through her mind. I don't think there's anything we can do for her.
They're new here. They don't know. She turns back to the wall and she starts slamming her forehead against the wall.
Is this
Is
what
there
happened to us with Dr. Death?
Dr. Shubi freed her, or is she for not?
Can we even open this door? Or just the shutters?
Yeah, is there a hole?
There's a handle.
He said they
Needs
locked me
needs a
outside.
key though. Yeah, it needs a key.
Can I, does anybody have a lockpick? Did I pick a lock before?
If they were not taken from me, I have lockpicks.
They're not real. None of this is real.
Doctor, may I use your lockpicks?
By all means.
Are you
Alright,
handing him your invention?
It's the improved.
Yeah,
tool
he.
for a
What does your toolkit device look like?
I'd say it's probably like a larger Swiss Army knife, except it's not a knife. It's just a bunch of different various tools. A couple of which are lockpicks. Like one pulls out that you can use to hit pins, while the main tool itself can go in to actually turn the mechanics of the lock.
It's actually
This is
looks pretty.
genius, Doctor.
It actually looks pretty confusing to use for you, but you can try.
This is genius, Doctor. Perhaps you can improve some of my machinery.
Alright, I'm gonna try and pick the lock. Is it dark in here or no?
No.
Alright, well, it's still crime, technically, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's gonna be easy.
It's gonna be against a target number of 15, so it's gonna go down to a 12.
Wait, hold on. Jensen, is your sword glowing? Should we
Oh,
not
good
mess
point.
with her?
Your sword's not glowing.
No. I'll flip the scabbard up and orient it towards you. See if we'll sit.
Okay. What am I rolling? A coordination and agility? Matt? For the lockpick?
I'm sorry, what?
Am I rolling coordination and agility? On the...
Yes, agility and coordination.
12.
The door clicks. It looks like you've unlocked it.
I'll try the handle.
Yeah. You open the door.
Jensen Fee.
Your door is open.
Doesn't matter. There's just more rooms. The hall doesn't go anywhere. None of this is real.
Well, would you like to come with us anyway?
No!
Are you sure?
She goes back to slamming her head against the wall.
Well, we can leave this door open if you change your mind.
You'll
None
be
of
here
this is-
soon enough.
He closes the door.
He will think about what she said about none of this is real, and he's going to slap himself again to see if he wakes up from another dream.
Sure, V, make a wisdom endurance test against the target number 12 for me.
Wisdom endurance, okay. 12!
You guys see V kind of silently look at all of you and then strike himself across the face, and he disappears from the hall. His body kind of just like ripples into a fading image. Oh,
We missed out on the
I've never
opportunity
seen
to-
someone slap themselves to the point of disappearing, but interesting.
Violence is always the answer.
Carr is
Remember
really
that
Carr,
too, viewers.
Carr looks at each one of them for a long,
Especially the
drawn
guy from
period
Baltimore.
while he thinks about slapping each one of you guys. And then he doesn't strike anybody, but you could tell he thought about it for a second.
Who's sizing everybody up?
He was like wondering which one of them he should slap, but he looked at the doctor for like a millisecond. He's like, nah. And then Jensen, he looked at a really long time, but didn't slap him.
Jensen died somehow.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So I slapped Jensen.
He disappears.
Damn it.
Oh, well, it appears two of us can slap people into not existing anymore.
He steps back out of the way for the doctor and Max to.
Well,
James' technical difficulties.
they have either been taken somewhere else by Dr. Death, or this is also some sort of elaborate dream, like we found ourselves in the first place.
Dreams in layers, perhaps. Tricky, tricky.
And it
You
sounds
gotta
like
be
something
awake.
I saw in the stage play once.
Oh, really? Sounds like an interesting play. Bit gothic, I would assume.
Little bit. Well, we found one other person. Perhaps she can wake up as well.
Yes, Car, go try slapping the crazy woman in the cell.
No.
Carr does not
It
condone
was a joke. But how would you like to try to remove her from this layer of the dream?
violence. He uses Max to slap her. No,
Hey, that's V's
I'm-
move, using people to hit
I'm
other
gonna go in
people.
and try and move her away from ramming her head into the wall.
Okay.
I will follow him
And
in.
get her attention at least.
When you move up to touch her, go ahead and make a agility or brawn and defend as she turns with a screech and attempts to grapple you.
Can I roll to get in the way?
I'll let you dive in and take the attack if you want.
I want to take it.
All right, Car jumps in, intercepts the attack for you. She got an 8.
I'm brawn or I'm agility defense?
You can do it. You can use either one if it's a melee attack.
Okay. I got a 9.
A 9. You twist her around and you pin her down to the padded floor as she's struggling and hissing at you. She's almost broken down into like an animalistic state.
Doctor, leave the room. Unless you want to slap him.
It is my job to help people.
He'll continue to hold her down then.
I'm gonna like do a quick medical inspection, like best I could ascertain of her current state.
Make a wit study test for me against target number 8.
Oof, 4.
If she is a real person and not something that's been constructed here somehow, she's definitely like severely underweight. You feel like she's probably been here a really long time, and like mentally, she's like not totally herself anymore.
Yes. Do you have a name? Can you remember yourself? I'm just
She
holding her
screeches.
head, like trying to get her eyes to focus on me.
She screeches and hisses at you. She's clawing at Car's arms as he holds her down. She locks eyes with you. This place, me, none of it's real.
I am beginning to believe you on that. I believe we have
You
found
are
a way
correct.
out.
Out? A way out?
I think so. At least different from here.
How?
Well, it will take a jolt. There could be some physical pain, but you might wake up where you are supposed to be.
It's pain! Into the pain.
If you wish to try it, we can attempt to wake you up.
Try it. Try it. In the pain.
I just gesture the car, because your slap will be far more effectual than mine.
You wind up and you shift to strike her. And your metal hand passes through her, her face disappearing into a pale vapor. She spent far too long here. She is not real anymore. Bless your little heart for trying, good doctor. But you have failed.
There was no failure in what I could not succeed in.
Sorry.
I just close my eyes and wince my face, waiting for a slap.
Disappears. Leaving you alone, Car.
Had he already smacked Max out?
Oh yeah, no, Max is there.
Max is there.
Max is gonna hold up a hand to you and say, "You know,
I'm
what?
not
I think I'm going to try to do this on my own." And he taps his staff on the ground a couple times, and he looks at you and he says, "This place isn't real," and he disappears.
We're gonna try to do the same thing.
Make a wisdom endurance test against a target number of 10.
That is all I'm capable of doing. 10 is my max.
Yeah, momentum. Maybe.
I got an 8.
Oh no. It seems they've left you alone.
I'm familiar with being alone, aren't you?
In a manner of speaking, I guess that makes us similar, doesn't it, Carton?
We are not similar. You're insane, and I have friends.
We'll see about that. The rest of you that have transferred to another space find yourselves in a square, well, let's go with a cube-shaped room with a 10-foot high ceiling. All the walls are made of stone, and each of the walls, dead in its center, has a single metal shuttered door. Other than that, the room is completely barren, and it does not appear that Carton has been able to follow you, at least as of yet.
So Carton is... We don't have, like, his body in the room like
Nope.
we did before. Okay.
Well, more of the same, except one room with many doors. I think we should wait a moment for Kara to join us.
4 doors, and 4 of us. You know what I'm thinking? Max whirls around with a smile. We split the party.
We can at least check the shutters.
Oh, after you.
I'll go check one of the shutters.
Okay.
See if they open as freely as the other ones.
You lift your hand to open the shutter, and it does not give. Behind the shutter door, you hear, "Help me, help me.
What seems to be the problem?
I'm stuck. The light's getting closer. It's going to burn me up.
What is your name?
That doesn't... It's getting closer. Help me. Get the door open. You know, I've just had a thought. What if we're stuck in another layer? Maybe we should just keep slapping each other for an hour, and we'll see where we get.
Well, I was going to wait till Car 10 got here before I slapped myself into the next layer.
Oh, I see. Like a little domino effect each time.
Well, I was more thinking it'd be really bad if we all disappeared and then Car 10 joined this layer. I didn't realize that we had all already left this layer, so then he tried to look for us.
I think we have unfortunately lost James because his Wi-Fi is died.
Just slap Jensen into the other, and then
the other dimension.
Yeah, just walk up and slap him. And then...
Jensen does look pretty confused, and Max is going to turn to the party and he's going to say, "Perhaps we should try a different strategy. We've been attacking this individually, but what if the layers are like the doors?"
There's 4 of them, or the doors on the last level where they were infinite, or the first level where there were none, or was that the second level?
Well, if you're talking about the room that had no doors, where you opened the grate, that did have an endless ceiling, correct?
True.
So what if the layers are endless too? Car 10, go ahead and make a wisdom endurance test against a target number of 10 for me. Forget you can use momentum.
I'm going to use momentum, gentlemen. Otherwise, I don't.
Do it.
That is a 7.
Which is enough. You appear in the room, the 4-walled room with 4 doors, as they are discussing this.
Welcome, Carl.
Good job.
I wish I could slap myself.
Have you tried it?
Good point. I have not.
Well, the slapping isn't really waking us up. That much is clear. I do not trust that this room is any more real than the last ones we were in.
Maybe we got another couple of layers we got to get through.
All right, go ahead and hit yourself.
Well, if they are all endless, how would we get out of the endless circle?
Perhaps we can figure out a way to target our minds. Instead of trying to get out, perhaps we try getting somewhere.
Like to the kids' room.
Not a bad idea, V. That reading practice has been working.
I know.
Yes.
I've almost read one whole book now.
He certainly does not want us there either.
Perhaps he's worried about what we'll discover there.
Yes, let us try to take ourselves into his childhood room.
I'll go up to the door that, not the one, or actually, yeah, the one that Dare's standing in front of, and I'm gonna focus real hard on that children's room. And
Wait. Max is gonna walk up behind you and he's gonna put a hand on your shoulder and then he's going to reach back to Jensen. He's gonna grab his arm. We'll do this together.
Car reaches out and grabs Jensen. Yeah, and then grabs the doctor and starts thinking about the toy.
And I need the party, as you try to tear open the door, to make a wits and endurance test against a target number of 20.
Cool.
Max added 6. And Jensen
added 6.
Okay, Jensen added 2, so don't thank him for anything.
Car added 7.
I added 10.
Okay. As you
Nice.
guys pull open the door, you're greeted not by another padded cell, not by another trick room, not by another trap, but somewhere he doesn't want you to be. His childhood bedroom laid out in front of all of you. And I think that's where we should end for the night. And hopefully we will have James back with working Wi-Fi, and we should have Jesse back as well for your guys' final push to take down Dr. Death and get out of this museum. And then we'll see if you guys as players even remember what you were doing in the night market before you got in here.
We had seen
I was just
We had
showing
seen a
you
fortune
cool
teller.
place, have a
Great
fun
session,
night
everybody.
out.
Everybody gets a character point.
sweet.